He's literally Darius, guys. Yeah.
That's why I was so mad as hell when he went trucking nobody.
Wait, did you need to get the you need to get the right abilities for it. What is abilities?
He's got the abilities for it.
What? Bruiser?
Bulldozer. His bulldozer, and he has the stiff arm animation, and the wrecking ball is his X Factor.
Oh, good God.
Yeah, so he's got the right shit. He just did ass. Like, he was getting fucked by these damn giant linebackers. I don't know. I don't even. Let me look at these linebackers. I bet they're fucking 99s. 95 Lorenzo Carter. They're not even that fucking good. Who's the safeties? Jabril Peppers. Fuck this giant C. It ain't that good.
Fuck
This is line. Oh God.
Make sure I didn't.
His defensive line is really strong. But they had like 93 strength and 95 strength.
Oh, okay, I see.
They fucked in my line. That's why. Like, Chubb was getting hit like with 2 or 3 players. Like, that's why he couldn't really truck anybody, I think. Like, he was getting fucking. The line was getting absolutely raped.
Dude, just run those halfback dives. Trust me.
I was running some of those, and Chubb was getting fucked. Like, that's why I was like, damn, I could run it right out of the middle with Chubb because he's spreading the line, but they were still getting through. I don't know. I might flip a receiver for a lineman and a defensive player. If I can.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I just don't use him enough. Because I just paid him, so. It's like $14 million a year.
Just give him another game.
Twice a game.
Give him another game. Trust me, next game he'll be an absolute beast.
God, he doesn't have any abilities. At all. He's just good, but no abilities.
What you mean no abilities?
He doesn't have any abilities. He's a star. That's it.
Nick Chubb?
No, Jaden Smith-Field.
Oh.
I'm talking about Jaden Smith-Field trading his ass. I ain't gonna trade Chubb. Not right now.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, what the hell?
I believe in Chubb. I think he'll get it together. I think I need to change my offense again. I think people are just starting to figure me out. I had to do this last time. But the Browns are the only one who did just then. There's certain plays you can't stop.
Hey, the broadcast should be up.
I'm going back to your playbook. That's what I was using last year.
Why'd you change it?
I was using the Panthers. They had a lot of run plays. It was working at first. My money was going crazy. I think he still leads the league in rushing.
What'd you say?
It was working at first. It just didn't work last game. My money is 12 yards.
Yeah.
He still leads the league. The guy behind him has played 2 more games than him. And it's the Broncos, and he runs the ball all the time.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It was annoying playing the Broncos.
And the Jets got, like, he has 400 more yards than the Jets lead. And he played more games. He had a good run there.
Man. I swear, bro. The Jets receivers are always fucking.
Are you playing Jets?
Yeah. Jets, nigga. Yeah. Hoping that man was gonna throw a pick.
My secondary, like, they get raped. Like, they can be getting fucked up sometimes. Like, for real.
Just gotta watch out for those money plays that people are throwing. It'll get past, like, any of the fucking...
I think that's what it is. Like, they'll be wide open for no reason.
You said what?
They'll just be wide open for no reason. Or catch, like, a ball, like... It'll be good coverage, but not good enough. Like, it'll be a good pass, X factor receiver.
Damn. That dude do nothing but throw damn out routes. Alright. Jets. This man been playing. This man been practicing.
Stopping defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Let's go! Deion Jones just... Taylor, please go watch that. Please go watch that.
Last week they had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away as they say.
What'd you do? Hold on, I'll watch.
Now you try too hard to not let
Just go back. I'm on defense.
They've intimidated them in a sense and got the ball from them. When we see those runs to the perimeter,
Jesus.
runs to the edge, in this case, it's a modest.
Oh shit.
Oh god, they can hear you in the chat. Go turn that off. You hear me?
Yeah. Hold up.
They can hear both of us. We're the only one in it right now.
I'm about to go turn that shit off right Rugen now.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. On first down, this is Geis. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dixon complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him. But right now, he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
On 2nd and inches, Murray steps away to his left. He'll try and run it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Geis going right. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9. And they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And an alley to run. Murray has the first down and more. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Gates, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. A solid stiff arm. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tony Pollard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. Here's Myers now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They start on the ground with Geis. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Geis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run with Geis. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
SOS. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check safety. Switch.
On 2nd and 12, Murray. And this one's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Murray going to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Charles Harris racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Mike 57. Switch up, switch up. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run with Pollard. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. That one good for 24 yards. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Joker, 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 joker. Ready? Class 57's right.
Greystone, travel.
Back.
Here's Darnold. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught. In the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. In for the score. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becomes difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 31.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Being chased out left. He'll take a shot for the... And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Back to throw, Darnold. And Rudolph has it left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down.
Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
First and 10
Check 3.
at the 46-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Pollard. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Watch the roll, lady. 50 seconds.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And he will find his man on the outside. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Check 13. Check 13.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go. Go, lady. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Switch.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Little pitch and catch here to Rudolph. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Mike 57. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come. He's coming. He's ready. We got double up.
To throw is Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You go take. You go take.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Gates. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
First down, Murray. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ja'Kai Polite able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Gates with a grab. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
What we got? What we got? Shoot! 36.
Now Murray. Forced out to his left. And he's going to go down. This will count as a sack, a very short sack. Taken down at the 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's Pollard again. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Now it's Darnold. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The 3rd down run gets him nothing. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Completes it to Dixon. And some room to maneuver. It's a big play there for Miami. 43 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. the ground. It's Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Murray with a 3rd and long. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Pollard. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what?
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Extra point up and through by Myers. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Murray now. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup of 38. On the ground, Geis. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Again, Geis. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Darius Geis with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Jets on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
No. Say. Check 9. Oh, 80. Spud.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Jim. Yo, lady.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check 4. Check. 58, right over that.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Darnold now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38.
He's checking crap. Deuce. And 80. Watch it. Tight dog. Watch the twist.
Off of play action, Darnold looking deep for Adams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Darnold completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
Switch gears, switch gears. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Watch the safety creep. Kill, kill, kill. Red 80. Kill, kill.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And some room to work. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tony Pollard with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. So he visits pay dirt for a second time. Unfortunately, they're still down on the big board.
And I wonder what's going through his mind right now. Playing hard, making big plays. That wasn't a small run by any stretch of the imagination either. To find the end zone for the second time, yet his team's still down. They need more of that from him and a little help from the defensive guys.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Throwing on first down. Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check. Crunch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shoot. Match box. Right. 2-6.
To throw is Murray. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive...
And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 34 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Myers connects on the PAT as this gets them back within a touchdown and a two-point conversion. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Murray. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now Murray. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. And it was the Colts emerging victorious. If they hang on, that would up their win total to 5 on the season so far. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here now, a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Back. Watch twins.
They'll try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. That's caught by Jackson. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation.
It got his man complete. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Red 80. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike,
now Darnold. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Vita Vea. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Miami, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all. Honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, honey, y'all, dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intensible. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands.